Тип цукерку нехай лишиться неназваним.
Guys, this are our favorite videos. The 2nd Battalion of the 30th Brigade thanked Warthog Defense and all his YouTube watchers for supporting the Ukraine Aid Operations fundraiser for the 30th Brigade. With the help of the entire Warthog community, we were able to provide drones, Starlinks, and much more.
Доброго дня! Ми, бійці 2-го батальйону 30-ї окремої механізованої бригади, дякуємо благодійному фонду Ukraine Aid Ops, особливо волонтеру Рімі, за відкритий збір на потреби нашої бригади, а також YouTube каналу Warthog та його аудиторії за підтримку цього збору. Дякуємо, що ви з Україною та українськими військовими. Слава Україні!
Hi everyone, recently we closed our fundraiser for 30th Mechanized Brigade and this is our first delivery to them.
Ми, військовослужбовці 30-ї окремої механізованої бригади, дякуємо фонду Ukraine Aid Ops за надану допомогу у вигляді 8 ось таких старлінків, 4 Mavic Pro та Mavic 3T. Разом до перемоги! Слава Україні!
Героям слава!
And Magyar showed an airstrike with JDAM ASM bombs on a Russian UAV control center and personnel base in Kherson region. Recently, Russian UAV operators in the Kherson region have been targeted quite actively. You can see how destructive these bombs are.
Як завжди, бездоганно виконав. Влучно, справно, надійно. Залізяка. Ну, та йдемося ще раз. Бада-бум! Джага-джага, мазафака. На ніч стерло. Залишилося подивитися, щося обстало. Цуцик побіг понизу. Це був пульт управління БПЛА та база особового складу хробаків. На місці колишнього склепу оці вирви і заглиблення, це якраз те все, що зсипалося до глибоченного підвалу, котрий був під цією бетонною спорудою. Глибоченна, накрита надійними бетонними плитами. Хтось будував для себе не комору, а таку хатинку на перспективу. Ну та й все. Так буде з кожним осередком робочого. Ой. Гарно. Супер. Тип цукерку нехай лишиться неназваним. Вам тихої та спокійної. Робочня під наглядом. Очі та жало. Честь.
Ukrainian success. Russia's Kuibyshev mid-sized oil refinery near the city of Samara has halted all production following damage from a Ukrainian drone attack last week, 2 industry sources told Reuters. This is the way. Working sanctions. For the first time in 15 years, the Russian authorities will begin to buy diamonds at the expense of the federal budget in order to support the state corporation Alrosa, which has come under sanctions and embargoes of Western countries. At least 58 Russian civilians have been killed by returning SMO heroes. Yesterday, Vyacheslav Duplenko, who returned from the war and stabbed his drinking buddy to death, got 5 years in prison. The latter insulted him for missing his leg, which the SMO veteran lost at the front. Many of the executions were carried out with particular brutality. In Chelyabinsk, Nikita Sidorov, who returned from the war, killed his ex-wife in the presence of his 3-year-old son. In the village of Kutana, an SMO veteran, using a metal crowbar, fractured the skull of his competitor, with whom he had a conflict, and then killed his neighbor with an axe. In Primorye, a Wagnerite who returned from the front killed a man for criticizing the war and hid his corpse at home. In Moscow, a former Wagnerite stabbed his roommate 15 times, then cut off her ear and killed her. He had already served a sentence for murder before the war. A man who returned from the war committed a shooting in a restaurant in St. Petersburg and killed his partner, who allegedly owed him money. During a week of work, Ukrainian border guards destroyed several pieces of heavy equipment on the left bank. Among their losses are a D-20 howitzer, armored car, a truck, and 2 units of camouflaged equipment. Based on Russian pension fund data, men with disabilities increased by 507,000 or 30% in 2023. This confirms that the total Russian casualties are now 1 million dead and disabled. Material losses are also astonishing. Russia only has meat and old equipment. Ukraine need ammo.
Terrible military equipment losses of Russia in Ukraine were revealed. The fighting in Ukraine has been tough for Russia's armored units, which were intended as a devastating vanguard that would collapse Ukrainian lines. Reuters cited an unnamed U.S. official who said the Russian army began the war with 3,100 tanks, of which 2,200 have been lost. According to Newsweek, the gap has been filled with old platforms like T-62s produced in the 1970s. Moscow now has some 1,300 tanks in use, the agency reported. Some older tanks have been converted into static firing platforms, and even packed with explosives for use as vehicle-borne improvised explosive devices. The ESS Military Balance 2024 report says Russia has around 1,750 tanks of various types, including more than 200 of the T-90 variety remaining, with up to 4,000 tanks in storage.
Commander-in-Chief Oleksandr Syrskyi published an interview with Ukrinform, Some Theses. Just in February-March of this year, as of March 26th, the enemy lost more than 570 tanks, about 1,430 armored combat vehicles, almost 1,680 artillery systems, and 64 air defense systems. Enemy activity in the air was also reduced thanks to the skill of our air defense units. In just 10 days in February, they shot down 13 enemy aircraft, including 2 strategically important A-50 surveillance and control aircraft. We hope to receive from our partners more air defense systems and, most importantly, missiles for them.
Thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe. Also, if you want to support Warthog Defense, please become our member and get early access to new videos, exclusive members-only videos, and become administrator in comment section. The membership link is in the description.
Every day. We had a guy last week, it's 6 rescues in 6 days. You know, he's doing the job every day.